Now we move to the next transaction, that is the fifth one, and the new transaction says that goods costing 60,000 sold for 80,000. Now we have to keep in mind that total stock we have 90,000, out of which what is the cost of the stock, that is 60,000. So we will deduct 60,000 from the stock, and as the payment has been not done, it is a credit transaction, so we will create a new assets there, that is debtors, and in the debtors we will show 80,000. Now uh, we will see that during this transaction we have a profit of 20,000, that is the cost of the goods is 60,000 and it has been sold for 80,000. 80,000 minus 60,000 is 20,000, and that increases the capital. So we will add the capital with 20,000. Now the new equation comes as cash. We are having here, we have not paid any cash. That means the cash remains the same. That is 62,000 is cash. Typewriter is stock 30,000. 30,000, that is 90,000 minus 60,000, 30,000. And this is debtor we have created, that is 80,000. Now earlier we were having 40,000 creditors also in the liability side, as well as now the capital has increased from 120 to 140, 1,40,000. Now this is our new equation. Now we move to the next, that is paid for rent 1,500 and for salaries 2,000. Now we will write paid rent plus salary. We are going to add this rent and salary. Rent is 1,500 and salaries is 2,000. So that totals the, as this is an expense and it is going to deduct the cash, that is we are going to pay this expenses from the cash. So we will deduct 3,500 from the cash, as well as this is a expense, so it will be deducted from the capital also. Now our new equation will be 62,000 minus 3,500, that is 58,500, 8,000, 30,000 and 80,000. Now the liability is 40,000, and now the when we have paid for rent and salaries, the capital remains 1,36,500. Now the next transaction, that is received 800 for commission. As we all know, commission we are receiving, that means it is a gain. Expenses are deducting our cash, whereas incomes will increase the cash. That is also going to affect the capital. So when we are receiving a commission of 800 rupees, that will be added in cash, and the same amount will be added in the capital also, because it is increasing cash as well as our capital. So the new equation now comes to 58,500 is added with 800, so it becomes 59,300. Now 8,000 is typewriter, 30,000 is our stock, and now the debtor is 80,000. And let us come to the liability side. The creditors are 40,000. This is creditors. This is creditors is 40,000, and now the when we are adding the commission, it becomes 1,37,300. Now the last transaction in the question is withdrew for private use 5,000 in cash. Remember, we are withdrawing for personal use, that is also an expense. So we will show this as an expense, and it will be deducted from the cash. That means it is going to deduct the cash as well as it is going to deduct the capital. So we will deduct from cash 5,000, and from the capital it will be deducted 5,000. Now when we deduct the personal use expense, that is 5,000, the amount comes to 54,300. Typewriter is 8,000. Stock becomes 30,000 and debtors becomes 80,000 and creditors become 40 and capital is remaining with 1,32,000.